Friday end of day, then we cannot include them in the payroll without manager's approval. And that needs to be with a time card correction form. I'll be sending that out along with the screen recording of this of the time card entry. So yeah, that'll be happening. And then also email time card corrections are also acceptable. So if you just email your manager and you can CC me saying, hey, I forgot to enter these hours, can you please approve? And all your manager has to do is just say yes, approved, or a smiley face will suffice. Like anything is fine. You can just send that over to me and I'll make sure to try to get that included in the payroll. So this is what the new time card looks like. The only difference here is you'll see that there's an in and out feature right here. I don't know if you can see my mouse moving, but I'm hovering over the in and out. So this is the only change, and this is kind of what was already on the paper time cards you were submitting to us. What we're going to be doing now is adding a blank row after each line. So you're going to click on those three little lines you see next to the day, and you'll see these options come up. There's add a blank row, copy row, delete row. There's a bunch of options that come up. Once you add a row, it'll allow you to enter your time in and out. I just put a random working day in here so you get some numbers and just an example. But if you start working at 8 a.m., you work until 12:30 to take your lunch break. Your lunch break will be between this time right here and this time right here. And then the time that you stop working for the day. If you are sick, you're going to enter sick here in the pay code section. And then your project for the project that you're working on, that's also going to go here. And then Chbet if you're on Chbet. So you're going to repeat this process for every single day that you work. If you don't work and you choose to take a day off or take a sick day, you don't need to enter two rows like this. You can just enter from 8 a.m. till 4:30, no breaks, and just enter your sick code. You're going to repeat this process for every day. Again, you can click on the day and the 3 rows, and you're going to enter add a blank row. The important thing for this one is it's kind of a trick and it makes it easier and it saves you a lot more time. If you have a repetitive schedule, if you are often working 8 a.m., take your time at a lunch break at the same time, what you can do is copy a row to next day. Super easy, saves time. It's kind of the lazy option, but it's an easy option. I go for it. Why not? There's no room for error here as well. So I would click on copy row to next day. And then you can do that for each day and it will calculate the hours for you. And whatever project you had entered, that'll also copy along. If you have any sick days, if you copy that onto your next day, that will also copy along too. So be careful to not copy additional sick days if you have taken any, and if you choose to take the copy onto your next day feature. But you're going to repeat this process for week 1 and for week 2. And that's pretty much it. I hope that's straightforward. Now is the time. If you have any questions, you can ask. Any flags, anything at all.
Can you make one line a sick entry to see how you would want it with the pay code for sick?
Yeah, I can do that right on. So I'll show you how to do it live time on ADP on my time card. Okay, can you see my time card?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so what you're going to do is, let's do week 2. Say Monday, I would like to take a sick day. So I would just enter 8 a.m., 4:30 p.m. Enter sick. That's not my schedule, sorry. Enter sick, and then the department I work in, that'll calculate on its own, and then the project, let's say I'm on CAN. And there you go, and you can just hit save. and that's what it would look like once you hit save. Before I approve, it'll show this color. After I approve all the time cards, it'll go back to being white, and you'll see a green check mark by your time card. Any more questions?
How about on holidays? I mean, on the wellness days, do we not to use the existing form?
Yeah, so for your holidays will automatically populate. So like 4th of July just passed, on your time card, you won't have to enter a holiday anymore. Right here on the pay code, automatically this will pop up. So you'll see this when you are opening your time card to enter during a holiday time period. This will populate for you. And then for Wellness Fridays, you're going to enter your time just like this normally. It's going to be entered as if you did work that day. It's just a normal schedule that day, but you will be able to take your wellness day without having to take any time off.
Wellness Fridays are for permanent staff. We call them just wellness days, and they're on random days of the week. But it's the same thing, right? We just enter it as if we worked.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm not your name, so if you have a question, go ahead and ask.
Andrew, go ahead, Andrew. I was just going to ask about the approve and save button. Do they have to press the save button, or do they have to press the approve button before this allows us to go through, or is that kind of like the start and check out basket until they click one of those buttons?
Yeah, that's a good question. So they just have to, everybody just has to hit save. Once you hit save, they automatically come to me, and then I'll be able to approve it before we process your payroll.
So I just wanted to confirm that we really need to click save. That's not we have to do that once we're finished.
Yeah, if you don't hit save, then I won't get anything. I'll just see a blank time card. So yes, definitely, please hit save.
Yeah, I was wondering, after you hit save, do we need to do anything like sending it to Sean or Ari or Vivian, or just hit save?
Nope, that's all. You just save it, and that's all. I'll have it automatically, and your team leads will also have access to your time cards. I think Vivian, Sean, yeah, I've already given them access. Yeah, so they'll be able to see it on ADP when they want to go check it. If they want to confirm that, if your attendance matches your time card, they'll be able to access it.
Lastly, if I take a day off, so not a wellness day, just a day off, do I include lunch, or do I just say from 9 to 4:30? No, from 9 to 4.
For day off, you mean like for a sick day off?
No, just a time off.
Okay, so for time off, we don't have PTO for temp employees. So if you have a day off, you just would not enter any time for that day.
Okay, so no entry at all.
Exactly.
Okay. Oh yeah. Sorry, it was just a lot of sun today.
That's okay. That's okay.
Hey, Jofi, Darwin here.
Hi, Darwin.
Hey, for holidays, so we go just fill it out as if it was 4:30 as well, or just go at 4 p.m.
You would do it without your lunch break. So for 4 p.m. without the lunch break, it'll still give you your entered. I mean, it would still give you your complete hours for the day.
Okay, thank you.
I have a
question.
Yeah, Jofi, this is Gabriel. Quick question. I have my ADP app. How can I sign in, or what do I have to do?
So you should have received a ADP code when you were hired, when I entered your information into ADP. So you should be already registered in ADP, and you should have access to your time card. If you are having trouble accessing your time card or even accessing ADP, go ahead and let your leads know. and your leads will send me a list of everybody who's having trouble with, entering their time card or accessing their ADP. I'll go ahead and send reset codes to everybody who's having trouble logging in. What that will do is it'll send you a code with it'll send you an email with a link with a code, and you'll have to follow the directions on that link, and it'll either ask you to reset your password or reset your email, or it'll just give you the directions that you'll need to do to be able to access your time card.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Wait, I have a question, Jofi. This is Dante. So, for example, if I remember, I have my password. I haven't logged into ADP in a while, but I have my password and I know my email. Do I just do that first and try that?
Yeah. If you've previously, I know many of you have actually previously, you're used to using the time card because we used to do it like that. So if you know your information, yeah, go ahead. It's the same account. No changes have been made to it other than the little in and out feature on your time card, but it should be the same. If you are having trouble, go ahead and reach out. You can let me know, or you can let your leads know, and we can get that figured out for you.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
So, hi, this is Ben. So if ADP starts acting up again, what do we have an alternative route for it?
I'm sorry.
Because we were using the ADP before,
Mhm.
and then I guess something ADP was acting up. So do we have another alternative route for it, like the paper time cards after we switched to?
No, we're solely relying on ADP now. The issues we were having, we actually worked on months on getting it resolved working with ADP. Like crossing my fingers, nothing happens again, because it's really tough when bad stuff happens with ADP. I know the entire support team by their first name. They know me because I call them so much with all the times that they've given us a hard time. So yeah, definitely there should be no more problems with time cards. Please knock on wood. Yeah, so this system should be pretty safe.
And then just one other question. Can you show everyone how you can get to the time card? I know you go on myself.
Yeah, so you're going to go to myself and then time and attendance and my time card.
Thank you.
No problem. And then mine, initially mine looked a little bit different because I was showing the admin side, but this is how your time card should look.
So after this meeting, we fill one out?
I'm sorry?
Are we filling it out after this meeting?
Yes,
Oh.
Sorry,
So is workforcenow.adp.com the link that we should use?
yes. If you would you like me to send out the link and just all this information with the packet? If you need me to do that, I can add that to it.
That would be amazing.
Okay, no worries. And I'll also be adding the time card correction form. If you need to make any corrections, you'll be able to have the form. But again, an email would also be fine.
Hey, Jofi, Darwin again. Yeah, can we do this on our phone? For some reason, like on my phone, every time I try to access ADP, it seems different. It's just asking for, it just gives me the total hours. And I don't know if I could give you a screenshot. Hold on one second.
Miss Rain, I'm blind. I cannot see what you're showing me.
No, it's what it shows in the phone. It says regular. It says type, and it says regular, the date, the start time, and the end time. But I'm trying to see where we put the meal time. It says over here in the bottom says meal punch in the bottom, but it doesn't. I think it calculates itself, Darwin. But it doesn't let me because my internet is bad.